Hey, what's up, you guys? My name's Rachel, and I am a full-time stay-at-home mom and a part-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. And let me tell you, this past weekend was amazing for sales. I made over $950 in just the weekend, so I wanted to share those sales with you, and yeah, here we go. Okay, so starting off with Poshmark, I sold this VCLM brand of necklace, and it is like a mermaid scale type necklace. I think I got this for 50 cents at the antique store in those bins that I was talking about. And so this sold, making my profit $11.30. Next is this J. Jill belt, and this has been listed for over a year. And what I ended up doing is going through some of my old Poshmark listings and relisting them, deleting them and relisting them, and it sold right away. And my profit for this belt was $12.90. And I actually found the same exact belt a little bit after in a medium size. This was a size small, and it sold right away. So I was waiting for this belt to sell, and it wasn't selling. So sometimes it just needs you to delete it and then relist it so that it gets fresh up on Poshmark or eBay or wherever you're selling. All right, next are these 70s Berman, Berman boots. And you might have seen that I picked these up at the regular Goodwill. And yeah, vintage style with a heel, and these sold for $99 on Poshmark, making my profit $79.20. So that was a great pickup, and I always say that I love selling vintage boots. Next were these pair of heels by the brand Ixos, IXOS. I really can't tell you anything about it besides I got them at the bins and they were Italian. Not a brand I would look out for, but it was one of those delete and then repost situations. And I did take an offer on these, and I was really happy that they sold, and that made my profit $31. So yay. Or they might have accepted an offer. I don't know, one of those. All right, next was this Steve Madden fanny pack, and I am so shocked that this sold. I've been trying to sell Steve Madden after McThriftsy, Mackenzie at McThriftsy. She has a YouTube channel. She talks about how her best performing brand is Steve Madden for shoes, and I was like, really? So I've been trying Steve Madden. I got this fanny pack at the bins, and it was in really great shape. And someone sent me like a really low offer, and then I countered, I believe at like 30 or something like that. I think I listed it really high for some reason. But then we settled on $25, making my profit $20. I was really surprised that they took that offer, to be honest. So yeah, that was great from the bins. Next are these Elizabeth James boots, and these retail for quite a bit of money. But I did take a best offer on these, making my profit $32.80. And I got these at the bins, and then I also got another Elizabeth and James pair of shoes in a thredUP box, and those are yet to sell. It is a higher quality brand, but it's not a fast seller. So yeah. Next were these Cole Haan women's shoes, and these I also picked up at the regular Goodwill, and I did accept a best offer, making my profit $24. Next is this Banana Republic belt, really nice quality and really sleek. I just listed it not too long ago, and that made my profit $14.40. Next, I sold a bundle of things, and I will put all the things on the screen. So it was quite a bit of things that were really old in my store. So once I saw someone liking a few of these things, or even bundling a few of these things, I was like, yes, I will send out any offer that you want. So I believe she ended up bundling 5 items, and it was a belt and a pair of Italian leather shoes that, I don't know, they probably are 2 years old, to be honest. Like, picture of when I didn't have that great of lighting. So a wide belt, some jewelry that was really old, like, as well. So I was like, so I messaged her and I said, I will send you an offer that's better than 20% off of the bundle. Let me know when you're done bundling. And then she did. And so I sent her an offer and she accepted, making my profit $56. And I was like, yes, this is great. I was really happy with that, and I moved a lot of my old inventory and it's gone. So yay. Okay. Next, this is probably my most exciting sale of the weekend, and this is a bins pickup, actually. So it is a genuine vintage Burberry's of London belt, and it was reversible, so you could have the check side or you could have the brown leather side. So this belt sold full price on Mercari. I don't think an offer was sent out or anything like that, and I believe it sold for $175 or $179. I'll have it on the screen, but that made my profit $141.70. So, and that belt was like an end of the day bins find. It looked like someone had just thrown it back, to be honest, and I'm wondering if it's because they saw that it said Burberry's of London instead of just Burberry. And Burberry's of London is authentic, so, and it's a vintage logo. So I was really ecstatic to find that. It's less than $1 at the bins. And yeah. So next is this Chico's belt. I just listed it. I found it at the bins. It was wide, patent leather. It was like really, really thick. So even rolling it up in a poly bag, it was just like this big, thick leather belt. And that made my profit $19.30. Next are these Bionic loafers, another pair of shoes that have been sitting forever. They were a smaller size, and I think that I relisted and they sold, and that made my profit $25.60. And this was a bins pickup as well. Next is a Ralph Lauren belt, and I took a best offer because this has also been sitting in my store for a while and made my profit $7.05. I will still do that all day. Belts, if I can get them at the bins for less than 50 cents, I am fine with $7. That's like coffee for me at Starbucks. So yeah, so that was Poshmark. Next is eBay. I sold these Ross Homerson silver tone shoes, and those have also been sitting in my store for a while. Ross Homerson is a brand that retails high. It's like a more comfort type of shoe, but it is a very slow seller. So not necessarily a brand that I would keep my eyeballs open for. Next are these suspenders. I feel like I'm going to give away a secret here. Okay. I pick up those button suspenders every single time I see them in pretty good condition. A lot of them say CAS Germany, CAS Germany, on the brass tone part hardware on the suspender. And that is actually, I think, more collectible than just a plain suspender. They're vintage and they get scooped up really quickly whenever I sell them, and I get them at the bins all the time. I'm hoping I'm not going to see a ton of vintage suspenders popping up now that I'm letting my secret out there, but I love getting them and they sell really fast, and especially the button style. So those sold, making my profit $14.99, and the buyer paid shipping. Next, okay, these Beatles style boots, right? Like so 70s Beatles style, in my opinion. This is my third time selling these shoes. Maybe actually my fourth time. I believe the first time I ever sold them, the buyer never paid. The first time I sold them, they sat, then they sold, the buyer never paid, and I was really excited because I'm like, these have been sitting forever. And I thought that they would sell, but they're actually a men's size 7, which is a smaller size. Then they sold again for really good money, shipped them, they returned them because they didn't fit. Same thing happened the next time. Sold them again, and if I get them back or if I have a return request, I'm just going to say keep them because I am done looking at them in my store. I've had them for so long. I've actually sold another pair of these. These are by the brand Florsheim. Yep, something. Which some of their stuff does really well. And so I actually had another pair of boots that was the exact style, brand, and they sold fast for good profit. It was just these size 7s, men's. I'm sure women could wear them because they would be like a size 8.5 in a woman's. But yeah, I'm kind of over these shoes, but they did sell, and they sold, I took a best offer of $49, and the buyer paid shipping. Next are these 9 West shoes. And I'm trying to remember what they are. Are they boots? I'm going to have them on the screen. I wrote down 9 West and the price, and that's it. I'm trying to remember. Anyways, they sold for $22.99, and they were the ones in a box. And so I got these in a shoe lot on Mercari. I ended up buying like, I don't know, 60 pairs of size 11 shoes. I felt, maybe I'm exaggerating, but at one point I bought a lot of size 11 women's shoes, which I think is a good size to sell online. And some of them came in boxes, and this was one pair, and like a lot of them were dry rotted, so I had to toss a lot of them too. So this was one of the last ones that I have. So yay, that's gone. $22.99. All right, next, this was a wallet that I purchased for myself off of eBay, and I like pink. I like Rebecca Minkoff. I don't know. I just never used it, and it had more wear than I wanted, so I ended up just reselling it, and I sold it for $15 on eBay, and the buyer paid shipping. Next is, this necklace. This was a super, super long necklace, but what's more interesting is this pin that I actually just hauled from the antique store for 50 cents, and I showed it in my haul video at the beginning, and It sold for $21.99. So, and it sold next day. So that was awesome. Next is this Greek belt. This has been sitting in my store for a while. I bought it at the antique store, I think for not $50, for $3. And it's like a metal wire wrapped belt. It was really interesting, and that's why I bought it, and I thought it would sell quicker. It didn't, but I did take a best offer or I sent out an offer for $18, and they paid shipping on that, I believe. All right, next are these Passe Rouge shoes, wedges, and I just listed them this past week. And this was a bins pickup. It was one of those, okay, made in Italy, I'm throwing them in my cart. If whatever. It's like you pay less than $2 for them. And with how things are and being a stay-at-home mom and being able to go shopping really quickly at the bins, sometimes you just are like, okay, this looks good quality, put it in my cart, and then sometimes you get really lucky. And with these, I actually was surprised that they sold. They did have a flaw, which I disclosed. I had a ding in the wedge, and I took a best offer of, I believe I took a best offer, but they did sell for $30, and the buyer paid shipping, and I'm really surprised because they were also a smaller size as well. All right, next is this boucle hat. I do like selling hats. I just have a harder time listing them because you have to make them look nice. They're just not as easy for me to list. But anyways, it sold. I got this at the regular Goodwill thrift store, I believe for $3, and it sold for $17.99, and the buyer paid shipping. Next is this vintage gold purse. Purses by this brand, which I will have on the screen, were listed for higher, but this purse had some flaws on the inside. So I did take a best offer of $15, and it is gone. This purse actually got a lot of interest on Facebook Marketplace, but nobody purchased it on there, so whatever. All right, next were these Cole Haan boots. Okay. I want to talk about these boots a little bit. So these boots, I believe I picked up at the regular Goodwill thrift store. I'm imagining for around $10 to $12. I knew I would price them higher, and because they were in excellent condition. They were in excellent condition. I will show you pictures, and the buyer accepted my offer I sent out. And so that was $52, and then they paid shipping. And they paid, but as they paid, they sent me a message saying, these are not in excellent condition. The backs of the shoes are worn, so they're not excellent, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about, because I will show you the soles on the screen. They were in excellent condition. They're not mint condition. I did not use the word mint. I said excellent. And then I put little signs of wear, which there was little signs of wear. And plus, when you use the words excellent, good, and great, those are subjective words. And so then you need to look at the pictures to see what it means. And so in my listings, I put, please see pictures for more details. I just feel that this is like bad feedback coming. And like, I've tried to appeal the last two negative feedbacks I've gotten on eBay because they have been subjective. One of the negative feedbacks that I just got was a buyer complaining that I didn't refund them all the way, even though I've screenshotted them the transaction where it shows that I've refunded them all the way, and they're saying that I didn't. And so I tried appealing that on eBay, and they said it is the buyer's choice to leave what feedback they want or whatever. So I'm like, okay, even though it's not true, great. Anyways, I have a feeling that buyers like this, You just know they're going to give you neutral or negative feedback or a hard time, or when they get it, they want you to give them a partial refund or something. Anyways, $52, and we will see what happens. All right, next we're going to go on to Mercari, which I am going to be making a Mercari video soon because they actually closed my account this week. But that is a spoiler alert for one of the next videos coming up. But in the meantime, I sold a couple things on Mercari, and one of them was one of those Coach fobs that I talked about, and that sold for $15, and I paid $3.48 shipping, making my profit $11.52, and this was just one of those fobs in that grab bag. And then I also sold this LL Bean hat that I got at the regular Goodwill thrift for about $3 to $4, and the buyer paid $45 for this, and I paid $10.70 shipping. I could have done first class because it's light enough, but I did not want this thing to get squished. It was unique. Like, it looks like the hat itself looks dingy. I don't know how to describe it, but it either looked like someone was super greasy that wore it, or it was meant to be that way. And I decided, or I found out that it's meant to be that way. Like, it had to be. And it is like a beeswax coated cotton or something like that. I might have to put the description up because I'm not remembering it, but it's like a wax coated fabric. And I don't know what that does. I don't know if it makes it waterproof or if it's like a vintage thing or what, but apparently those were selling higher. And so yeah, that made my profit $29.30. And then I sold some clogs, just BOC clogs, on Facebook Marketplace. Those sold right away. Facebook Marketplace, I do not sell a ton. It's like they'll either purchase things that you just list and that they see, or they try messaging you with really low ball offers, and I have free shipping already. So it doesn't do super well for me. All right, next were these men Cole Haan shoes. I took a best offer of $33. I already have positive feedback on that. They said like new. They should tell the other buyer for the Cole Haan boots about how they feel about the shoes I'm shipping out. Those are not like new. They were being generous in their feedback, but whatever. Next was this bundle on Poshmark. This was another pair of shoes that were in my store forever. And this was when I tried doing flipping from ThredUp. So when the pandemic hit, I tried purchasing shoes from ThredUp that were listed as unbranded that I thought looked higher quality, and I actually scored some really great finds, because if it wasn't a popular brand, then ThredUp just wouldn't put the brand in there and they just put unbranded. And I actually did really great with that method. These, however, I did not. They were by the brand All Black, which I don't think was anything. But they did sell, and the bundle sold. I can't remember what the other thing was in the bundle. It might have been a necklace or earrings or something. I'll put them here. And that made my profit $24. Yeah, so it sold for $30, making my profit $24. And then lastly, these Nike Free shoes I got at the bins, and right after I listed them, I got a lot of interest and some lower ball offers, but then they sold on Mercari for $59, and I paid $7.96. So they sold full price on Mercari, I would say within 24 hours of listing them. So yeah, making my profit $51.04. So yeah, that that makes my total weekend just crazy good. So yes, things are starting to pick up. I am able to list a lot more now that like we're all settling in. We're settling in with the house. The baby's bigger. We're getting into a routine. My 2 and 3-year-old are more self-sufficient, and my husband is amazing. Like he never complains taking the kids ever. Never. I'll just say, "Hey, I need some me time," and he is always so happy to do it for me. And I'm really really thankful for that. So yeah, my profit for the weekend was $965.06. So if I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it with kids and newborn and whatever, you can do it too. Anyways, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.